Hey guys. Oh my god, these fangs make me lisp a little bit. So, hold on. Much better. So, welcome back to 31 Days of Pompoween. If you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Pompberry. Today is day 3 of 31 days. This month, I'm posting one tutorial a day during the month of October. And today I'm actually really happy because today's video is sponsored by Moda Brush. Now, why am I so happy, you might be thinking? It's just a sponsorship? No. I'm going to get into a little bit of a sappy backstory here, just for a second, just so you guys understand why I'm so happy. So, as many of you know, I'm also a painter. I first started off with traditional art and then eventually moved on to doing makeup. I've been using Royal & Langnickel brushes for painting since forever. I remember always having them around the household. My dad used to paint as well. He had Royal & Langnickel brushes. And then fast forward to when I started doing makeup, I attended my first trade show and Royal & Langnickel had a booth there and they were selling their brand new makeup brushes from their Moda line. I was ecstatic because it was a company I already knew and here they are doing makeup. Same as me, went from art to makeup. And I immediately bought a few kits because they were super reasonably priced and I've been using them ever since and I've added to that collection since then. And then fast forward to Halloween 2018, Moda reaches out to me and they're like, hey, we love your work. We want to feature you on our website in the month of October. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Wait, what? Me? No. No, this isn't right. And they were like, oh, by the way, we don't just want to feature you on our website. We're also going to sponsor you and we're also going to do a giveaway for your followers and give you a discount code. So my mind's a little bit blown right now because I may or may not really like this brand a lot. So yeah, you make a guess. Do I like this brand? I think so. No, but in all seriousness, they are a brand I love. They're 100% vegan synthetic brushes. I personally don't use natural bristle brushes. I'm not vegan, but I just don't like natural bristle brushes. I think they shed. I think they can get really rough as time goes on. With synthetic brushes, you don't have that problem. And my first kit was the little travel kit. I bought a blue one and a purple one, but now they make the travel kit in the prismatic style, which is the funky purple and blue colors. So I selected this as my favorite kit out of all their kits because I think the brushes in here are the most versatile and it's really all you need to do a full face. And another reason I chose this kit is because you rarely find angled and lip brushes that are small enough to do the type of stuff that I like to do, which is like a super precise lip shape and stuff like that. And this has it. Right there. So, the giveaway I'm going to be doing is including my favorite kit because I want to share the love with you guys. And that's it. I think I'm going to stop talking now. I think you get it that I really love this brand. It's just, to me, I connected with them on a really personal level because of my personal journey of going from traditional art to makeup, and I saw them do the exact same thing. They still do traditional art, I still do it, but now they have a big focus on makeup brushes as well. So it's just, you know, it hits close to home, and yeah, that's it. And they're super affordable, which if there's one thing that I'm a huge advocate for is that you don't need to spend a lot of money to get really good brushes. That used to be the case when most of the options were natural bristles. With natural bristles, they tend to be really bad unless you spend a lot of money on them and then they're a higher quality of fur. But with synthetic, that's not an issue. You don't need to spend a lot to get really soft brushes. All right, well, I'm gonna stop talking. And if you wanna see how I did this cute little werewolf look, keep on watching. Oh, but before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe. No, I love so much. This is just my traditional eye shape that I've been doing a whole lot. So basically what you want to do is concentrate the color on your outer corner, on the crease, and in the inner, and blending it out with a clean fluffy brush. Next, I'm taking the darker brown along my bottom lash line, and I'm also using it to deepen that crease. I'm using a pencil brush palette, and I'm using that mustard yellow all over my lid, and above my lid below the crease line. Then I'm taking that darker brown on the pencil brush again and really deepening that line. You'll want to really define that. really blend them out. I'm also using it to blend it out above my eyebrow. Next, I'm going and concentrating it right under my eye and onto my cheekbones. Then going in with a Creepy Cute palette using the color Third Eye, I'm adding to that blush color and blending it out further onto my cheek. I'm also applying it to my nose. I'm pretty much contouring, more control over where I apply it. And then using that Coral Smashbox blush on the very tip of my nose and under it too. Then going back in with Third Eye on a smaller brush, I'm just applying that to my chin to make it a little bit rosy, or orangey rather. I'm also shading around my lips in the traditional style that I kind of intensify the blush as I go. Right under my bottom lip and to the corners of my mouth to define it a little bit more. I'm also snatching my nose a lighter color, just intensifying all the contours and adding more warmth to my face. With light palette, I'm using the darkest brown from that palette to intensify that nose even more. I really want this to look like a little wolf nose. Then taking the color Worm from that palette, which is the dark mustard, I'm just applying that on the outer portion of my lid. Next with the NYX gel liner in brown, I'm going to be doing a cat eye, and I'm to get a new one. Next, I'm taking the Snazaroo face paint in the color brown on a liner brush, and I'm just drawing a bunch. I want them to have different sizes. It just gives a little bit more interest to the look, even more depth and variation to them, and gives a bit more interest to the look rather than just having one color freckles.
Freckles again?
What do you mean freckles again?
You always have freckles.
Because they're cute.
Back to my freckles after that interruption. I also did some light colored freckles on my chin, but I thought they were standing out too much, so I just muted them down a little bit. I'm applying that everywhere and smudging it out, and this product is meant for blurred out lips, so it's perfect for this. I feel like this formula was created for me, and I want to get all the... I'm extending the outer corners because I want it to have that sort of, you know when you do a face paint of a dog and you draw the little muzzle? That's the effect I was going for here with this lip shape. I'm also using that color to deepen the bottom lip a little bit in the center. I'm also applying it under my bottom lip to give it more depth. And I'm using it to define the top lip and give it that really doll-like shape. Then going in with Smashbox's Always On Liquid Lipstick in the color True Grit. That's just a deeper, warmer brown, and I'm using it to deepen the center of my lips even more. I'm also applying that to the very edge of the outline of my lips. Then with the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the color Boundless Bisque, I'm lining my waterlines and extending them in the inner corner a little bit. Then going in with the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. Y'all know this is my favorite mascara. I say this every time, but it's true. Applying it on both top and bottom lashes. Then going in with the Saucebox Cosmetics Skin Veil in Champagne Balm. This is just a loose shimmery highlight, and I'm adding that to the inner corners and my nose. Added a little bit too much to the tip, so I just blurred it out a little bit. Then I'm using their Skin Veil in the color Cinnamon Sin, and I'm applying that to my Cupid's bow, onto my actual Cupid's bow, not the new one I created. I'm just patting it in a little bit so it blends in with the lipstick, and I also apply it to the edges of my bottom lip. Then going in with the Light Wolf face paint, I'm highlighting the edges of my nose. This just gives a more cartoony feel to the look, and it highlights the fact that the tip of my nose is really dark in contrast with the light highlight color. I'm also using that around my lip to really highlight and define the lip shape. Then I'm taking the lightest color from the Orb of Light palette to highlight my brow bone, and I thought the crease needed a little bit more deepening, so I'm using the darkest brown from that palette as well. Now for some lashes, I'm using the Eylure Easy Elegance lashes on my top lash and some Monda Studio number 27 for my bottom lashes. Now for the ears, I'm using the Wuchi Werewolf ears, and they look like this, and you just slip them onto your ear and glue them down with some prosthetic adhesive. But for this video, I'm not going to glue it down. Then it's time to put on the wig, and I thought they looked a little plain, a little flat, so I just took my concealer and highlighted all the high points of the ear. I recommend using a very opaque concealer for this. Super easy, super quick, and now the ears look a lot better. There's a lot more definition to them. I think so anyway. Oh, and one more thing, your fangs. Here I'm using two pairs, one on the top and one on the bottom. These are both small. I'll be linking everything I use down below in case you want to get it yourself. And that's the final look. Now just go howl at the moon. I really hope you guys enjoyed that. I decided to go for a cute werewolf just because I've never seen it done before. I've really been into super cute makeup, as you guys have probably noticed, and I just wanted to give my little cute spin on a classic monster. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. The details are down below. And I will see you tomorrow for more 31 Days of Pompoween. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye!